Hello viewers, are you tired of manually scanning two lists or sheets looking for missing entries? In this video, Learn Accounting Pro Studio will show you a step-by-step Excel method using Vlookup and conditional formatting that instantly identifies which suppliers are missing from your second list, and it works even if your data isn't perfectly aligned. You can download the free Excel template from the video description to follow along step by step. So let's start. Before we begin with formulas, let's look at the two sheets we'll be working with. On sheet 1, we have a master list of 50 suppliers. On sheet 2, we have the exact same list, but 4 suppliers have been deleted at random. So you can notice here in sheet 1, we have a total of 51 entries, and in sheet 2, we have 47. So yes, 4 are missing. This simulates a partial list like those you might get from another department or branch of your organization. Our goal is to figure out which suppliers in sheet 1 do not appear in sheet 2. Let's now head to supplier 1 sheet and select cell E2 right beside your first supplier. This is where we will write our first VLOOKUP formula. So type equals to VLOOKUP open bracket. Here we are telling Excel we want it to look up a value in another list. Now Excel asks, what value do you want to look up? We click A2, which contains supplier ID, which we can use to check if Jackson is in the other supplier list as well, comma. Next, Excel asks table array. Where is the table you want to check against for Jackson? We switch over to sheet 2, then highlight the supplier list from A2 down to D47. This highlights sheet 2's range. Now we want to freeze this range so it stays the same when we copy the formula down the rows. To do that, we press F4 on the keyboard, which adds dollar signs and makes it an absolute reference. It becomes something like this. Now comma. Next, Excel asks which column or information do we want to return from this table. Since we only want to see whether the ID exists for that supplier in sheet 2 or not, we can choose column 1. So type 1 here, the same ID column. Now comma. Finally, Excel asks, should it look for an exact match or an approximate? We want a precise match, an exact supplier ID, so we type false here, close bracket, and hit enter. Now double click here to copy this formula down the column. Here you will see if the supplier exists in sheet 2, Excel returns the same ID. If the supplier is not in sheet 2, Excel shows this #NA error. So now when I scroll down, notice that it's returning NA error for all the missing suppliers. That's useful, but raw errors aren't friendly or easy to read and doesn't look professional. So let's make this more informative. Click back in E2 and let's add another function to it. We move our cursor to the beginning of the formula and type ISNA, open bracket. Then we keep the exact same VLOOKUP we had before and then close this with a bracket, hit enter, and now double click this down the column. Here's what this does. If VLOOKUP finds the supplier in sheet 2, ISNA returns false. If VLOOKUP produces #NA error, meaning it didn't find the supplier in sheet 2, ISNA returns true. So true means this supplier is missing from sheet 2. That makes it much easier to spot missing entries than raw errors. Showing true or false is better, but it's still hard to read and spot the missing suppliers. So we are going to make it extremely easy for us to identify the missing entries. Now click back in E2 cell again, and this time we wrap everything inside an if function. So at the start of the formula, type if open bracket. Now what do we want to check? The result of the ISNA formula. So we keep the entire function as it is. This becomes the logical test of our if function. Now here type comma. Now we add the value if the result is true. We want Excel to say not found, so type that in quotation marks here like this, then a comma, and since we don't want to show anything if supplier was found, we add two quotation marks with nothing between. Close bracket, hit enter, and copy this down the column. Now instead of seeing true, false, or a hash NA, you see not found for suppliers not in sheet 2 and blank for suppliers that are present on both lists. This gives clear meaning at a glance. No confusion. Next, we will give visual emphasis to missing records using Excel's conditional formatting. First, we will copy the formula in E2 starting with ISNA till here. Now select the whole supplier list on sheet 1 from A2 down to D51. Go to Home, Conditional Formatting, New Rule, and use a formula to determine which cells to format. Here we use the same logic we used in the if formula. In the rule box, paste this formula. Now there is one last adjustment we will do to this formula because it's not going to get us the result that we want. As I have selected the entire table range, all 4 columns, and all 51 rows, this formula isn't quite ready yet. If I left it like this, Excel wouldn't know how to check each row properly as it applies the formatting. The trick we need here is to fix the column reference so that Excel always looks at the supplier ID column. That's column A, no matter which cell in the row it's coloring. So I'm going to add a dollar sign before A here, like this. Let me explain why we do that in simple terms. The dollar sign before the column letter A tells Excel always look in column A for the supplier ID. We don't put the dollar sign before the row number 2 because we want the row to change as Excel moves down the list. If we had put the dollar sign in front of both, like $A and $2, Excel would only ever check the ID in one single row, and every row in your list would end up being compared against just that one ID. That would break the rule. So by using $A2, we log the column but keep the row relative. That way, for row 2, Excel checks A2. For row 3, it checks A3. For row 4, it checks A4, and so on. Exactly what we want. In short, $A2 means always look in column A, but let the row number adjust for each row. That's how conditional formatting correctly highlights every missing supplier across the whole table. Next, click on Format, choose a fill color, and in Font, select Bold, and hit OK, and then OK again. Now select this whole range again, and go back to Conditional Formatting, Manage Rule, and remove the quotation marks from here and here. Now click OK, and OK again. Now all the rows where the supplier is missing from sheet 2 will light up visually. This is great where your list is wide or long. The eye catches the color before the brain reads the text. Now some extra pro tips. If your supplier or any of the lists grow over time and have hundreds of entries, go to Data tab and apply filter. And now you can filter by fill color, or even you can filter by not found, like this, to extract missing suppliers quickly for reports or audits. That's a full walkthrough of comparing two lists using Vlookup and conditional formatting, a handy tool for accountants, data analysts, and spreadsheet pros alike. So give it a try. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new Excel tutorial from Learn Accounting Pro Studio. Thanks for watching, keep learning, keep growing, and I will see you in the next one.